As I'm getting older, I've learned to appreciate and value certain things in my life that bring me more joy, happiness, mental peace, and actually improve the quality and productivity in my life. And I no longer feel the pressure to purchase things just because they're trending. I would much rather invest in a higher quality, perhaps a more expensive item that would actually benefit me and not compromise on my productivity, as opposed to repurchasing cheaper items whereby then my money is wasted on purchasing those items and my time as well. So here are 9 things which have significantly improved the quality of my life. 1. A standing desk. It's been 6 months that I've purchased the desk where I'm currently sitting on. It is actually a standing desk, and for the longest time ever, I've had very bad posture. So I have definitely benefited from this standing desk in terms of back aches and posture issues. Working from home means that I'm working 24/7 from my desk, from my computer. And if you're sitting down for 8 hours a day pretty much, then that is not going to be good for your health. So I purchased this standing desk whereby I'm not sitting down for 8 hours. In fact, I'm actually standing for majority of those 8 hours now, which is incredible. There's an actual study that's been done that indicates if you sit for longer hours during the day, you can reduce your lifespan by about 12%, which is absolutely crazy. Therefore, I'm so glad I've got a standing desk because majority of my work is done from here. A great feature about this desk is that it's got levels to it. So if you want to stand, you just press one button, and if you want to sit down, you just press another one, and it can actually remind you when to stand up and when to sit down. By far, the greatest investment I've actually made this year. 2. Diaries. Now these are some inexpensive diaries that I picked up from Kmart. This is the Life Admin Planner. This diary I use for all of my daily tasks. Now, I am an online person, so I do have my running list of tasks online. However, for my day-to-day tasks and what I need to get done for a specific day, I write it down in this diary. Now, I've got another notepad on my desk as well. This is just a blank notepad. This is where I write any bigger picture items that I need to jot down, and I just keep this handy on my desk at all times. These notebooks are quite inexpensive. I love that they just get the job done, especially with this smaller one. We've got a to-do list for Monday to Sunday. We've got priorities for the day. You've got a to-do list for later, and what I'm loving for the day as well, to end it off with some gratitude. So these are my non-negotiables that I have to have on my desk. 3. A cold press juicer. I recently purchased a cold press whole fruit and vegetable juicer. I've understood the benefits of juicing for quite some time now. However, I've never really instilled it or incorporated it in my daily routine. Now, why did I spend $1,000 on a cold press juicer? There are a few reasons, hear me out. 1, it's actually a cold press juicer, so that means it will slowly extract the nutrients from the fruit or vegetables that you're juicing, and this obviously means it's gotten more nutrients, more flavor, and it's obviously better for you. Secondly, it doesn't actually require me to prepare or cut up the vegetables or fruit. For example, if I want an apple in my juice, I can literally just take off the stem and pop the apple straight into the juicer, and it will crush it down for me. The same goes for any carrots, any lemons or oranges. I don't need to cut anything up. I can literally just pop it straight through, and that's what I love about a whole fruit juicer. Having this feature not only saves me time, but the thought of cutting up fruits and vegetables will honestly just put me off juicing altogether. So I'm glad I invested in something that doesn't require that kind of effort. Thirdly, this juicer is specifically designed for carrot and celery juicing, which is something that I'm really addicted to at the moment. So let's do the math here and put into perspective. If I was to purchase half a liter of cold pressed juice from the store, it usually cost me about $11. However, if I was to use this juicer 90 times, I've already got my money's worth, and I've already used the juicer 4 times this week. 4. Good quality skincare. Instead of purchasing trending skincare, which claims to be good for your skin, I've gone down the organic route, and I've purchased some organic skincare, which is not only good for my skin, but also my body as well. I've been using Cora Organics religiously on my skin for the last 2 weeks, and I've loved how it's made my skin feel. Of course, organic skincare doesn't come cheap, but I think understanding the benefits of this skincare make it all the more worthwhile. Traditional skincare uses harmful chemicals, which once you apply it on your skin, it actually can travel down into your bloodstream, which can then obviously affect your nervous system, and it can disrupt your normal bodily functions. Also, organic skincare is also meant to be more potent. There's more antioxidants in it as well. and can actually provide better results as opposed to chemical skincare, which obviously is not really good for your health. 5. Good quality cookware. We use cookware every single day in the kitchen, so why not invest in something that's actually going to be good for your health, it's non-toxic, and you're going to have it for years to come. I've purchased some ceramic, cast iron, stainless steel cookware, which has been proven to be safer in the long run without emitting those harmful toxins and chemicals, as compared to the non-stick Teflon pans. Using more affordable cookware sometimes isn't the best option because of the Teflon component to this. And I've actually read that if you use the cheaper cookware with high heat, it can actually emit some really harmful chemicals into your food. Therefore, investing into good quality cookware I think is so important, especially if we use it every day. 6. Organic and free-range foods. Again, jumping on the health bandwagon, I've been educating myself around health and well-being lately, and I just couldn't help but notice that there are so many pathogens around the world which constantly exist in the world that we live in today. Therefore, I've made a conscious effort to purchase organic where possible. Yes, it's more expensive and it doesn't help that the current economic environment doesn't really help us out on this side, but I think if you're thinking about your health and your well-being, then if you can, opting to purchase more organic fruits and vegetables, I think is the way to go. Sometimes you can't get organic and it's not readily available, and sometimes it is very expensive. So just opting and changing your lifestyle around a little bit, I think for me has really worked, and making sure that you wash food properly, fruits and vegetables, so that you aren't actually getting those pesticides and those chemicals into your food. I suggest looking into something called the Dirty Dozen. These outline the top 12 fruits and vegetables which absorb more of the pesticides. So these are things like your spinach, your apples, and a lot of berries, to name a few. 7. Books around health and self-development. It's no surprise that I've incorporated a lot of healthy lifestyle changes recently, and that is all thanks to the books that I've been reading recently. I purchased some books from the medical medium, one of them being Cleanse to Heal. Absolutely loving this book, and I've purchased his other ones as well, which are right here. The Celery Juice Cleanse, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to purchase the juicer, and Brain Saver as well. I'll be sure to link them down below in case you're interested. But these books have honestly provided me with a whole new insight into living my life and how to better care for my body. Another book that I really enjoyed reading was The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. This book really just provided me with motivation, with habits for my life, instilling balance in my life, and being able to manage work and other commitments by not being too overwhelmed or overworked. So it's really all about that balance, and I've really loved reading these books. Investing in books is something that I think is a no-brainer, especially if we're able to learn from the greatest minds out there and incorporate these learnings into our world, then why not? Number 8, outsourcing. Now, there are two things in my life at the moment which I outsource. One being editing of this video. I have an editor which is amazing at editing my videos, as you guys may have noticed recently. And the second thing is to get house help around cleaning. So personally, the way that I think about it is when I used to clean the apartment, it would take me honestly the whole Saturday or Sunday to clean the apartment. And I just feel that that was not the best use of my time. I could be better spending that time with friends, family, with myself, with my partner. And I think instead of allocating that time to cleaning, which is an absolute waste because we're working all the way throughout the week, and then the weekends are really to enjoy or do whatever we love. And I think to dedicate that time to cleaning was something that I didn't really want to do. As much as I love cleaning and it's quite therapeutic, I don't think it was providing me with the most value. Therefore, allocating and finding the right house help has been a game changer for me. And obviously with editing as well, the way that I like to think about it is after reading Naval Ravikant's book, he says to assign a dollar value to your time. So for example, $200 is your hourly rate, and if it takes you 4 to 5 hours to clean, then that's $1,000 of your time. Whereas you could definitely find an editor that would be cheaper, and you could focus on other things that provide you with more value or more return on your time and other things that you wish to spend your time on. And lastly, productive gadgets. It's not about purchasing the latest technology that's trending at the moment. I'm definitely not about that, and I do not buy into those habits. In fact, what I do buy into is whether those gadgets provide me with productivity enhancements, efficiency, and am I saving time? Things like that are the reasons why I purchase gadgets to improve my life, improve my workflow. For me, my entire life is based on the internet, using the computer, sitting at my desk, or rather standing at my desk. And therefore, I think it's so important for me to invest in that technology because my work revolves around it and it is going to have a direct impact on my output. I think personally, life is too short to be, being stingy on technology, especially if that is your bread and butter. That is what's bringing the income through. So I think it's so important to allocate your money wisely and on things that actually matter. So those are the 9 things which have significantly improved my life over the past couple of months, I would say, and have really, really impacted my life in a positive way. I'd love to hear some things that have impacted you positively. Please leave them down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.